Stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be my skin. How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. That's the wrong thing. Why is it covering my face? There we go. I'll lock it right there. Lock everything so we don't fuck anything up. Save. Boom, there we go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for today. This playlist goes hard, bro. I love this playlist. Fucking generic, DMCA free, but it's not generic. It's actually really fucking good. Fuck yeah, Shadow Tech, what's up, boy? Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate you coming back. I gotta turn this music down. That shit's loud as hell in my ear. Holy moly. Yeah, I am pumped for this one, guys. I am pumped for this one. The day has finally come for the full album. All of Even in Arcadia. We are ready. We are ready to listen and react. God, I'm pumped for this. We're a week late. The album's been out for 8 days now? Last Thursday, I think it was. Thursday, Friday. We're a weekend, something like that. But yeah, we're a little late, but better late than never, right? Better late than never. So we here, we're locked, we're loaded, and we're ready. Messing around with coding MIDI apps. What are you coding, man? Are you making some musical instruments? Some MIDI maps, MIDI apps. That sounds fun, man. I want to know what you're working on. You gotta build Ableton VST or some shit. We have a special reveal today. This way. A little special reveal at the end of the stream. I got a big surprise for all of the long-term listeners here at Linkreader Music. Twitch.tv/Linkreader Music. Big surprise at the end of the stream. So don't go anywhere. You gotta stay tuned for that one. You certainly do. You certainly do. It's a web browser-based MIDI sound-making app with a sequencer. Damn. A browser-based, like an instrument? A browser-based instrument? And MIDI clock sync. Sound-making. Is that like sound effects or is it like music? This shit's fire, bro. I love this fucking playlist. We're gonna dive in soon to the Sleep Token album. Take a sine wave and alter its variables, like a synth kind of thing. That sounds crazy, man. You're up to some evil genius shit. I never learned how to code. I took a couple of coding classes, but it never happened for me. I just wanted things to work. I didn't want to spend the time making the things work. I'm too impatient. So I was never able to get super into it. But now we have ChatGPT, so we can just write code using ChatGPT. So it worked out. Worked out for me, man. I've been using a lot of ChatGPT lately. Not for coding, but for work and other shit. So yeah, it works out, man. Should we just dive in? I think we'll dive in very soon. I realize my drum stream is a little gimped right now. While I'm playing, I hear the memory overload in my laptop. I have too many samples on my drum kit that the memory starts to overload after a while. So that's a bummer. I'm gonna need a new laptop. I'm gonna need a new MacBook to fix that problem. But might be some time. We can still get through some streams. It's just annoying hearing that fucking crackling, that distortion sound. It just really bothers me. And I realized it does come out on the stream too. I listened back to one of the streams and I was like, yeah, it's definitely there. I don't know how many people noticed it. I'm an audiophile, so I notice all of the sounds, but it definitely bothers me. And that's enough to be a boner kill when you're streaming. All right, I think it's time. I think it is time to dive in. We're going to get into Even in Arcadia. So this is going to be my second listen of the album. My first listen all the way through in one shot. So the day it released, I did like 2 tracks at a time here and there because I was working all day long. So I couldn't just take an hour away and listen to it. So I have not gone front to back all the way through. This will be the first time that I have done that. So yeah, let's not waste any time, man. I want to get right into it because it's an hour-long album. And we have a special review at the end of the stream too. So I want to make sure we cover everything. I want to make sure we have time for everything today. So let's dive in, man. I'm so excited for this. Look to windward. There's so many unique sounds on this album. The sound selection and the sound design of creating these little synths. It's just captivating right off the bat.
Just as my form starts to fashion, losing this war of attrition. Just as I drift away, will you hold this eclipse in me?
I love the phrasing of all of the vocal lines. It always like, it's so not just, 4/4. It's not just a 4-bar phrase, like they say. Sometimes the phrases will bleed into the next bar in a really just, it's not off-putting. It sounds beautiful, but it's not what you expect whatsoever, man. I love the phrasing. They do everything well. They do everything well.
Just as my form starts to fashion, losing this war of attrition. Just as I drift away.
4, 2. See, that one came in early. That next line came in before you expect it. 4, 1. See, that's normal. It ends the phrase at the end.
With the shadows longer to me than a light, moving so slow I could die.
I think I've only heard this track 2 times. So this still feels pretty new to me. What's up, girl? That's right. This is where the cool kids hang out. It's so cinematic. So many parts of this album sound like it's in a movie, like movie music. The strings coming in here. It's that same rhythm that started from the very beginning, but the instrumentation has shifted through each phrase here. The strings are getting bigger, more pure. And then they drop back down. Get out of the way for the vocals to come back in. It's so well crafted. The repetition, it just sticks in your brain. Here we go. Yeah. Yes. Back to that chord progression that we heard earlier. All good, Charlotte. Do your thing. This is a fucking movie, bro. This is an entire theatrical performance. Yeah. I just noticed that single synth line on top. Those harmonies, those harmonies, bro. It's always evolving. It's always new. God of the Gap. Oh, those synthy bass, real busy, but it's not overbearing. Oh, that's so beautiful, bro. I love this part. It makes me feel so fuzzy inside, bro. Yeah. Yeah. That's so creative. That little Nintendo sound came back. And the repeated line. Does it get heavy again? I don't remember. I don't think so. Oh, it does. I don't think it needed to. Oh, hit the mic. Bro, that shit is dirty. Sound, you could hear the reverb of, I think it was the China cymbal at the end. For like 1 second, you get this reverberation of the cymbals. That little swell of just the cymbal sound. Ooh, that sounded so cool. That sounded so cool. What do we think? What do we think about the first track, guys? Look to Windward. Let's give it a rating. We're going to rate each track on a scale of 1 to 10. That one was really fucking good. That one was really fucking good. If I could critique it, I would say it didn't quite have like the hook. And that's just a nitpicky thing. It's not like it has to have a hook every single time, you know. But it was just so creative in the way that they developed it. They always take this one simple idea, and they just unravel it, pull it apart, and blossom it into a million different things. But it's still all based off of that one idea, and it's never jarring. It's never too much. Couldn't be a better opener. So 10 out of 10. For an opener, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. But a standalone track by itself, I'll give it an 8, just because it didn't have that repetitive hook. But again, we're just nitpicking here. That's a fantastic way to start the album, man. Fantastic. Look to Windward. My favorite part was that part in the middle where it goes all, it's like gospel, man. It's straight up fucking, I don't know, like the denomination, like which religion plays that kind of music. I'm from the South, so the first thing I think of is Southern Baptist, of just like the black church, you know, and playing the like really soulful music. To hear that break in the middle of an epic opener track that was like super cinematic, I loved that shit. I love that shit, man. That shit was so good. Fuck yeah. Look to Windward. Well done, Sleep Token. On to Emergence. This one we're all familiar with by now.
Well, you were late.
This one I learned on the drums. It's going to be a long journey learning the entire album on the drums, but I'm just starting with the 3 singles that came out first.
You and I are down head first in another world. I have a feeling we're close to the end. So
You're in a gospel choir? Bro, that's fucking cool.
out from underneath who you were. Come on,
This one is so beautiful.
now. You know that it's
This brings me back to when we did our first reaction. This was the first single that came out. I love this little repeated line right here. It's got like an EDM vibe to it, where they just loop. You're looping and then you're building and you're evolving. I think the theme of this album is evolution. A little synth line, lead synth.
Are you carbide on my
Carbide in my nano.
eyes on my light bulb?
That became a meme.
Out of my culture, sapphire in my white gold. Burst out of my chest and hide out in the vents. My
What is this even
blood beats
about?
so alive, my bite right through your lens. It's midnight in my mind, I drowning out the daylight. Godspeed to my enemies, to be asking for that call sign. You know the behavior, canines of the savior. Glory to the legion, trauma for the neighbors.
I think lyrically, this one kind of went back to the old school Sleep Token lyrics in that it was very up for interpretation. A lot of the lyrics on this album are very literal, and they don't tend to do literal lyrics like that. But this one feels a little bit more old school Sleep Token with the vague lyrics. And here comes your boy. Here comes 2. That's my favorite part.
I've got solar blessed for your dead god, space dust for your fuel rods, dark days for your solstice, dancing through the depths of hellfire on the winds that started from within. My blood beats so alive.
That's so syncopated. That drum part took me a while to learn that on drums.
Living past your half-life and lockstep with the universe and your well-versed in the afterlife. You know that I'm sanctified by what's below. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you might be the one to take away the pain and let my mind go quiet.
It's too high for me to sing. The bass one can't keep up.
Nothing else is quite the same.
A little bit more intimate love song lyrics like we're used to. Oh, there's a clue in the lyrics. Look, the H, the capital H. The cryptic messaging. I love this chorus. Back to that repeating line. And then the hey whoop. The battle continues indeed. I think there was 2 or 3 different lines, right? The drums right here. And then your girl with the sax. Your girl Gabby coming in. I love this part, man. So how do we think this compares to the Take Me Back to Eden tracks? Because I've heard a lot, like mixed reviews on this album, basically. A lot of people that loved Take Me Back to Eden did not like Even in Arcadia. I think the reason why is because it's different. People kind of expect a rehash. They expect what they're familiar with. They expect to hear what they've already heard before. And with Sleep Token, that's just not going to happen. That's just not going to happen, man. But that's what makes me love them so much. Is that it's not going to be repetition. It's not going to be what you've heard before, you know? So I think that track was a fantastic first single to release. It brought a new tone to Sleep Token's music because Take Me Back to Eden was really dark, really moody. Of course, this is still moody, but it just has a smoothness to it and almost a brightness to it. They're using a lot of major 7 chords now, which is not something they've used a lot in the past. Major 7 is like a jazz major chord, basically. It's the jazzy version of a major chord. And, you know, a major chord is like happy, right? But a major 7 has a little bit more of a nostalgia feel. It has a little bit more of an intimate feel than a traditional major chord. So they're using that a lot across this album, which gives it a unique tone. And it's a shift. It's a different shift from what we're used to with Take Me Back to Eden. But honestly, if they would have just kept releasing Take Me Back to Eden like over and over again, I would have gotten bored. I would have gotten bored of it. The reason I love Sleep Token so much is because it's constantly evolving. It's constantly progressing the shape and the expectations. So I thought this was a fantastic one, man. I think it's so much to take in that people don't understand that on the first listen. It grows on you as you listen more and more. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And that's prog music. That's progressive music in general. I mean, I came from listening to a lot of Dream Theater, a lot of Rush and Yes back in the 70s. I mean, I didn't live in the 70s, but I liked a lot of 70s music. And it's music that you can chew on for weeks and weeks and months at a time. You can literally 4 or 5 months later discover a new sound that was in there or a new way of interpreting the lyrics. And to me, that's what I love the most about music. If it's just predictable and it's just like a banger right off the bat. I mean, I love bangers for sure. Like they're fun, but they lose their appeal so quickly. If it's just a banger, it loses it so fast. Like you bang it for a week and then it just kind of, okay, I throw that away. But music like this is so rich, it's so complex, it's so beautiful that you can just sip on it for months. Oh, this is my favorite one. I don't know what it is about this song, bro. I don't know what it is about this song. Something about that intro and then the bounce to the beat. It's such a like nostalgic song. It reminds you kind of of video game music. I know a lot of people were talking about Legend of Zelda, how it kind of sounds like some of the sounds from there. It's just such a playful mood. And Sleep Token is so not like that usually. You know, they're always very dark and very moody. But this one just has like a playful bounce to it. I know we're going to get into the lyrics, and the lyrics might be a little bit different than the playful bounce that we hear. But I just love the way this one sounds. I'll try to focus on the lyrics for this one. Yeah, that's exactly right, Grawl. That's exactly right.
Are you gonna dance on the line with me? You know it's not a game or a fantasy, and I don't even know who I used to be, but nothing is the same, and some things have to change now. Are you gonna dance on the line with me? You know it's not a game or a fantasy, and I don't even know
who I used to be. He's struggling with his identity. That's a big theme of this album.
Some things have to change now. Clawed out of my woodwork, bolts out of my blue depths, in and out of my dreamscapes. People acting different. One look at my past self, double take on my cash flow.
Double take on my cash flow.
Frankly, I stopped thinking of years ago. And you know I deliberate on cutting out the demons.
Yeah, this one's like, this one's personal.
They just need a reason. The passage of the hours into rushing through the seasons, falling through my mind with the leaves on the tree. So keep me alive, keep me believing that now is the time to take it or leave it. Gave away all my blessings.
This is the first time I've really focused on the lyrics. So I've heard a lot of like rappers and people who come into fame and come into money and stuff like that. Even like NFL players. Like there was a player for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm a big Cowboys fan. Who he had this unique story about he gained the fame, he gained the riches, and then like his family members just like started acting like bitches to him, like begging for his money, saying like, "Oh, you need to give us money, you need to give us this and do this for us." So it's like with that power and with that benefit comes a dark side to it if you're not surrounded by people who know how to handle it well. And I think that's what this track is covering. Past self. He's reflecting on the person who he was before, the journey that he's taken to get to this point. And it sounds like he's got beef. Sounds like he's got beef with people in his life.
Lift off, weightless, torn apart by the true believers who turned out to be fake. You're gonna dance on the line with me. You know
this is the best beat right here when that bass comes in. That sound on top is so nostalgic. Hacking into my brain cells.
Did I get this far for nothing, or are you the reward? Guarding hands in this hellhouse, opening new. If this is love, I am out of hesitation. Head over heels of elevation. Walking an inch above the pavement, taking it stride by stride together. If this is real, then I am all up in a frenzy. Not like before when I was empty.
Some new sounds right here. So it's the same verse that we're hearing, but if you listen closely to the background, there's these deep vocals that are just like sound effect. He's going like, it sounds crazy when I'm doing it, but when they put the reverb and they put the effects on it, it's got this like spooky ethereal thing going on in the background. Probably a reflection of the darkness in the lyrics, you know? If you listen back there, almost like crying, like he's crying. There's like 12 vocal tracks in there right now. There's counterpoint in the melody. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So this line, I feel like, was happening earlier. A lot of this drony vocal sound. I just don't want to be lost again. And this was just written by Vessel 1, not Vessel 2. Definitely a very personal track right there. That's a reflection on who you used to be and the journey that you've taken to get to where you are. And then there's people that are in your way, man. It's a dark message, but with just like a loving, happy bounce to it, which is so fucking cool. So fucking cool. That one's my favorite one to jam out. Probably just because it's a simple track and I haven't listened to the album more than once, you know? Well, this is my first time listening to it all the way through. But yeah, I just love that sound. Just nostalgia right off the bat. And just got a cool bounce to it. Let's get into the next one. Oh, here we go with Dangerous. So I'm curious to see by the end of the album, is it a positive message or is it still a dark message? Because at the end of Take Me Back to Eden, it seemed like there was hope with Euclid. It seemed like there was a positivity, like an optimistic outlook. But here we've gone back to a lot of negativity in the lyrics. So I'm wondering, does it just like end on a really dud, like a really heavy negative note? Or is there a sense of optimism again? Dangerous indeed. I'm going to take a little break after this track. It says Vibes of the Apparition with that minor chord on the electric guitar. Another minor chord on the electric guitar. This one has like a dark synth wave. What's the band? I forgot the name of that damn band. Not Power Glove, but they did a cover with Power Glove. Gunship, there they are, Gunship. Little dark synthwave. This is so dirty, bro. I think that's one of the Japanese instruments, that little Japanese guitar looking thing on top. This also reminded me of Descending from This Place Will Become Your Tomb. It has that feeling of the synth like pulling you down and dragging you, like Descending. I love the drums right here. feel like the vocals are getting covered up by the guitars. Now they're cleared out of the way. And we get the line that's been teased for us for like 6 months. Show me how to dance forever. So low on the guitar. Dangerous. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of This Place Will Become Your Tomb. There's sounds from the previous albums that they're like introducing to the people who have never heard them before, right? I mean, there's a lot of new fans who have only heard the Take Me Back to Eden tracks and they've never listened to the older music. And in this album, it's like an all-encompassing album. I think we're getting a lot of sounds that we've heard from the previous albums. Descending. That one reminds me of Descending. It has similar synth bass on that real like busy synthy stuff with the bass. And that feeling of just being dragged underwater. A lot of the same vibes as Descending. That's what that one reminds me of. Great track. Great track. All right, I'm going to take a little breaky break, guys. I'm going to get a refill on my water. I'm going to go to the bathroom. And we'll be back for the second half of the album. Let's see, where are we at in the album? That was 4 tracks. Okay, so we still have 6 to go. We got Caramel coming up next, and then we're going to end the rest of the album, even in Arcadia, and then end with Infinite Bass at the end. So the last 2 tracks, 9 and 10, I've only heard once. So that'll pretty much be me experiencing them again. Not quite for the first time, but for the second time. And it was a week ago when I heard them, so it'll be pretty new for me. So y'all stay tuned. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to take a little breaky break, and we'll be right back after this. Yeah. I'm back.
Feel the waves cutting through
Graw, I just saw your chat over on YouTube.
by the sound
My bad on that.
I'm breathing in. Hold tight.
Man, I literally tested this shit yesterday. I don't know what happened. And it was you. It was Graw. Graw was in YouTube chat yesterday and it was working. It was showing up in my OBS. And now it's not showing up. YouTube is handled way differently than Twitch is. And that's very, very confusing. It gets very confusing for me. Managing the YouTube stuff. It was connected with dual chat the other day. Just yesterday, but... Let me end the YouTube stream and start it up again. Let me try that. Create new broadcast, link me to live stream.
So alive. Make it last forever.
That? No? Music, public, stream key. I'll try it. We'll try it again. All I did was stop it and restart it pretty much. We'll see if the chat starts working over on YouTube. Wait, I lost the YouTube, damn it. Alright, I'll test it on myself. Test. No, it's not working. The fuck? That's some booty. Alright, I guess no YouTube chat. That's a bummer. I mean, I could keep it open like this, but then you see two of me. You see the other version of me, which is pretty dumb. I'll just do it in a new window. That's what I'll do. Like this. There we go. And I'll pause it. That way it's not distracting for me. Is the Discord link working? I'm not sure if it is or not. Grawl says, quick question. I finished making a complete replication of Euclid and Logic by ear. Do you think I could send it to you to have a look at the drum parts? Yeah, that sounds cool, man. That sounds cool. I'm not a drummer, so I had no idea what I was doing. I use Ableton, so you would have to convert them into stems. So you cannot give me Logic files. You would have to convert each track into a stem. If you know what that means, then you can do it. But if you don't know what it means, you can YouTube it. Basically, I would need audio tracks for every single track. You cannot send a MIDI across different DAWs. Hey, Phoenix, welcome. Hope you're doing okay, Phoenix. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Good to see ya. Can I bounce it and send it as an MP3? Yes. Yes, you can bounce it. Oh, you mean just a single track of the whole thing? Yeah, that's fine too, if it's just a single track. I thought you wanted me to like add drums to it myself. But yeah, I'll take a listen. And if you're in the Discord, then I can give you some feedback. You are in the Discord. All right, guys, we are halfway through, almost. We are 4 tracks in out of 10 tracks on Even in Arcadia. So we're gonna dive right back in, man. It's a journey. It's a musical journey. I gotta be honest. So far, compared to Take Me Back to Eden, it's not quite on that level for me. But that's okay, because what I appreciate is that they're constantly evolving their music, and we're never bored. We're never hearing the same thing twice, you know? So I appreciate the evolution. Look to Windward, I think, was my favorite one out of the 4 that we've heard. Look to Windward and Past Self. Past Self is unique. It's just that bouncy, like, simple groove. But Look to Windward with that fucking, that gospel shit in the middle. That shit was so good, man. That shit was so good. Wouldn't want to take that much of your time. Yeah, I want to get into doing music again, you know? I mean, we just been doing streaming, but I want to start a real band in real life. Do like a cover band or something. But, I mean, here and there, I've done drums online for people. I'm on a, like a funk. It's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of funk music kind of thing. I did drums for this guy. He did a lot of electronic drums, so I was just kind of blended in on the kit here and there at times, but I've done a couple things on Spotify. So yeah, I'm just in that mindset of creative mode, you know. I do have the YouTube chat open. YouTube chat open now. I can reply to you. Let those guys know over on the tubage. But yeah, let's go on. Let's move on. The next one is my favorite one. This was an instant favorite. Out of the 3 singles, Caramel, man. Caramel is such a banger. It's such a banger in every way. It's a journey in itself. It's 5 minutes, and it's this fucking wild ride of genres. I'm not going to reveal it if you haven't heard it before, but man, I love this song. So far, out of this entire album, this is my number 1 or number 2 track. I think this is my number 1. It's just got the hook, it's got the catchiness, it's got the chorus, and it has the complexity and the depth to it. So I'm excited for this. If you haven't heard Caramel yet, I'm really excited to show you this one. The chords there are very different. You kind of expected to hear just 4 basic chords, but they're changing up that whole time. It's like 16 bars of a chordal phrase right there.
Back for the good times, right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while they're crying to the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder.
I love this groove, man. The fucking like people were calling it reggae. This is not reggae. This is like Latin pop kind of thing. Love this chorus. Double strokes. Dude's going crazy right here, man. I love this part. I love that drum part right there. Hard not to sing along. You don't want to hear my vocals. I'm hearing new sounds now. Yeah, reggaeton is more appropriate. Some people just say reggae, but this is not reggae. I got really emotional the first time I read these lyrics when I first heard it. Here comes the ridiculously hard part on drums. I'm trying to learn this double bass part. It's just so fast. And the blast beats. This is too fast for me. Ah, perfection. Perfection.
A war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given. The deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
So one of the things that blows my mind about Sleep Token is their ability to take catchy pop music and still be very, very, very creative with it. That is something that is very hard to do. It is very hard to couple those things together as a musician. Like, honestly, any musician that's decent can write a pop song. It is not hard to write a pop song. Pop songs are simple. They're very simple chords. They're very simple structures. Verse, chorus, blah, and bridge, outro, right? It is not hard to write a pop song. It's hard to like produce a pop song well, to make every little bit sound like really, really crisp and really, really clean and really, really good. That's challenging. But just to write the song itself as the artist, that's not hard. But what Sleep Token does is they take pop music, they take something that's catchy, they take something that can appeal to the masses, and at the same time make it very complex, very rich, beautiful, dark, twisted, giving you all of the emotions all together, all at once. That's something that happens in progressive music. Progressive is like the opposite music of pop, right? You hear Dream Theater do that shit all the time. Your Opeth, your Tool, all of those types of bands where it's all about complexity. It's all about musicianship, but it starts to lose the mass appeal, right? You're not going to see those types of bands being on the tops of the charts. The combination of the two, though, I've never heard anybody do it like Sleep Token. I've never heard anybody combine catchy, mass appeal pop music with rich, complex musical music, musician music, the way that Sleep Token does. And to me, this is the perfect example of that. Caramel is the perfect example of 5 minutes. It's clean, it's palatable, it's digestible, but it's still deep and emotional. And when you get into the lyrics and you get into the concepts, there's enough to chew on. There's enough to make you think really hard about what you're listening to, man. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. It's really complex and very well thought through. It seems like a set of emotions built in an emotional movie scene, but in music. Yeah, we were saying earlier when we started it that this album is very theatrical. This album sounds like movie music. It sounds like it could be video game music as well. I would not be surprised if one day Vessel is doing movie music, like actual compositions for movies. We're going to see it. We're going to see it someday. I'm almost positive that Sleep Token at some point will come to an end and Vessel is going to continue as a movie composer. I'm putting my name on the record. Sign me up. Sign me up. There's the title track, even in Arcadia. This was the teaser that we kept hearing over and over again on the freaking Instagram reels. Is that a movie composer? I don't know who that is, girl. I know the name. That's a recognizable name. Video game, maybe? Such a soundscape. Another good example. This is just epic.
Come now, swing wide those gates, 'cause I have paid my penance kindly, wedding
about the apocalypse.
Turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. Have you been waiting?
The gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. What a line. What a bar.
For me, I am the final dawn. I am the flood.
It sounds so huge.
What was missing from those scriptures will be written in my blood.
So much atmosphere.
Deep down into the
There's so many sound effects.
What good is all this talk of wings when there is nothing left?
What good is all this talk of wings when there's nothing left above? There are bars in this one, bro.
For me, have you been waiting long?
Big old bass drum resonating.
No matter how we feel, we've got
We're soaring. Feel like I'm flying here. It's so big. Hey, Goalie Red, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. The old school grit from Vessel, bro. Ah, that fry growl, scream, whatever you call it. The cello coming in. This one is so epic. It's apocalyptic. I saw people debating about whether they should have had a rock breakdown in this one. I love how they did not. I love how it didn't go into some standard like rock break, man. It was just cinematic, ethereal, epic, atmospheric the entire time. And then the outro with the cello. Chef's kiss, man. That was perfection. That was perfection. That's one of my favorite ones. So far, I think Look to Windward, Caramel, Even in Arcadia, and Pass Up. I'm saying almost all the tracks. I'm saying almost all of them. I think out of the ones we've heard, Emergence and Dangerous are my lower two. But, I mean, everything's just so good, man. Everything's just so good. Because they're so different. It's not just copy-paste, you know? It's not just copy-paste. Damn, that one was good.
I wanna be a provider.
Little weekend action now.
Like a spider.
I love the soulful organ.
Roll or die, you bet I'm a rider.
These are gospel chords, jazz chords. That was unexpected. That chord progression is very complex. Finally land on tonic right there.
That bitter fury of fire, stoke your desire. Just let me know that you.
This is the baby making one. There's always one baby making track.
I wanna be a provider. I wanna be a provider.
This is so good, bro. I love that little lead line. Oh, we need the lyrics. That line was so cheesy. That line right there was so cheesy. Some people really liked that line, but I thought it was cheesy as hell. Where is it? Where is it? We gotta go back to it. Right here. You've been hitting my phone so hard. I found it breathing through a tube in the ICU. You've been hitting my phone so hard. I found it breathing through a tube in the ICU. Man, that one was so cheesy. I thought it was really cheesy when I heard it, but some people really, really loved it. But the track is fire, though. The track is fire. Feeling like bad baddie. And a changeup. See, it's never gonna be always giving you curveballs. Our bodies converse like old friends. I love that line.
Exchanging the yes and silence with something unsaid.
That guitar, that jazzy guitar. The instrumentation right here, the instrumentation. So in just 2 lines, it shifted from like synths to guitar back into piano in the same like phrase. That is wild. That is wild. Usually you're waiting an entire verse. You know, it's the piano verse and then there's a guitar verse or something like that. But they're just shifting the instrumentation throughout just this single line right here. Listen. We got the reverby guitar. That jazz electric guitar. And now the piano's in and guitar is out. And was that just piano or were they both together? She's going crazy. Garner you with silk like a spider.
Roll or die, you bet I'm a rider. You're out of shell, your secret inside it.
Before Sleep Token, I didn't used to listen to lyrics at all. It was just composition for me. The chords are still evolving. thought I heard Milo going crazy. I might have to take a little break. Yeah, give me like 30 seconds to figure out what's going on. I'll let it play out. Wait, he's right here. I think it was in this track. There was like something really loud in the background. Yeah, he's good. That's a great track, man. I don't know. It's starting to grow on me now. The more that I'm listening to the album, I think "Take Me Back to Eden" is still gonna be like just so special in terms of it being the end of that journey that we had been on for years at that point. So I don't think this album is gonna eclipse it for me. No pun intended. But it is really, really good, man. It is really, really good. It's just meant to be a standalone. It's meant to be taken by itself, you know. It's not part of the trilogy that we heard before. One of the worst albums I've heard in a few years. That's Instaban, bro. That is Instaban. Can I ban you from here? Can I ban you from here? I don't think I can. But if Charlotte Quest wants to permaban Thatcher Route, then I will not be mad about that. Jesus, what a line. Sounds like a perfect cringy pickup line material that would actually work. Yeah, all of the lyrics on that one were fire, and there was that one line that I thought was really cheesy. I laughed out loud the first time I heard it. But the rest of it, though, the rest of it was freaking 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. All right, we are on track number 8. This is a short album. It's 56 minutes. I guess for Sleep Token, that's not too uncommon. They're so progressive, but they're not super long like we would expect from like Dream Theater. Dream Theater just drags the fuck out of their music, you know. That was one of my favorite bands back in like the 2000s when I was a teenager and into my 20s. But yeah, their albums would be like an hour and a half. Here they're usually about an hour with Sleep Token. What are y'all doing? I'm babysitting a dog. Let me see if you can see him down here. You see the little one? That's my parents' dog. I'm trying to get my chair out the way so you can see him. There he is. There's a little one. His name is Coco. And there's Milo in the background hanging out. He's upside down. What are you doing? What are you doing, little goob? You little goob. Were y'all making noises earlier? I thought I heard the dogs freaking out earlier, but I think it was just a background sound in the song. I was misinterpreting it. All right, we'll move on with it. We'll get a little Damocles next, and then guess the main. Some of the track names I don't even know how to say. And then we'll end with Infinite Bass. And we have a special reveal at the end of the stream, guys. Special reveal, so stay tuned till the end. In about, how long is that? 20 minutes? 20 minutes from now. Got a special reveal for you. So don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. Let's get on with the next one. Damocles is next. So Damocles, this one is very straightforward. It's like very simple. It's almost like, who's the artist? Making my way downtown. Who's that fucking artist? I remember her name. The song is like fucking massive. It's honestly like a piano ballad kind of thing that does have some energy to it, like a rock ballad, I guess. Rock piano ballad, maybe. The song is very simple, but when you take it for what it is and listen to the lyrics, it's a really well-made track. And there's a drum break at the end that he just rips it, man. There's a drum break where he just goes nuts for like, it's got to be like 4 bars or something like that, just like really briefly, and he just goes fucking crazy. So let's get into Damocles. Vanessa Carlton, that's the artist. Thank you, Shadow.
Waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black.
I had to look up a lot of the words that are in the lyrics. I don't recognize a lot of the words.
Into the sea. seconds to me.
His vocabulary is like very thorough.
Discordant days on repeat
Another capital T right there.
until they look like harmony.
Ooh, that was a good touch. That was a good touch. So right on the line, until they look like harmony, they bring in some vocal harmonies. At first, it was just a single vocal track, but right on that line, you hear about 3 or 4 other vocal lines come in harmony as he uses the words until they look like harmony.
Into the sea from outer space in
Single vocal line.
seconds to me. And I play
Discordant days, you'd have a discordant chord.
until they look like
More voices come in right there. The production, man.
when the river runs dry and the curtain is cold. How will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Love this guitar right here. It's got that old school nostalgic distortion
Well,
tone.
I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me.
The tape. So,
When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air.
yeah, really solid rock ballad. Who will I be when the empire falls? It feels, there's always so many references to like the end. It always feels so like apocalyptic. All right, the very end, the drum solo, man. He just rips some drums. Ready for it? Ready for the drums? Right here. He's going nuts. Those fills, man. I started learning those fills. Those fills blow my mind. Oh, that's so good. I don't even know how to describe those fills to like someone who's not a drummer. The rhythmic complexity in those fills, like the first time I heard those fills, I thought it was just like really fast drums. I was like, okay, really fast drums, right? Like it's fucking crazy. But I slowed it down. I put the tempo on like 75% tempo so that I could start learning it. And I think is it the first one? Yeah, the very first one that he does. It's such a weird rhythm. It's not even like a normal, just like, you know, blasting 30-second notes or anything. It's a very, very creative rhythm that he's doing. It's just such a short amount of time and it's so fast that you couldn't even tell on the first listen to it. But the rhythms that he's doing is just always pushing the envelope. It's not straightforward rhythms. And that one took me, just that one fill, it probably took me like 2 or 3 hours to dissect note for note. It's 30 seconds, not 30 seconds, it's like half a second. Listen to how long that fill is. This first one. That's like 1.5 seconds of sound. But to learn that took me like 3 hours. I was dissecting note for note, like how strange of a rhythm it was to try to learn it. It was wild, man. But yeah, what an outro. I always think it's over, and then it has that really pretty piano outro. So pretty, so cozy. All right, we got to move on to the next one so that we can do our special reveal at the end of the stream. These are the 2 tracks that I'm least familiar with. This is pretty much me hearing them for the first time. I've only heard them once, and it was a week ago. These I am not familiar with. He goes full falsetto here. The lyrics are so good. What is that line, man? You never saw me naked. You wouldn't even touch me, except if you were wasted. Is this like a abusive relationship, maybe? Or just like a relationship that has lost intimacy? You never saw me naked. I'm guessing it's not literally never. I'm guessing they at some point had seen each other naked, but man, that's rough. Like a loveless, intimacy-less relationship. Except if you were wasted, man. But you were trying your best, and that's the thing I tell you were trying your best, and that's the thing I tell the others. Those lyrics, bro. Okay, those lyrics. I gotta sit on that, man. We gotta hear that again. You never saw me naked. You wouldn't even touch me, except if you were wasted. But you were trying your best, and that's the thing I tell the others. And what was the next line? I was your robot companion. You were my favorite color. The wordsmithing is so beautiful. I've never heard lyrics like this. That is so beautiful. It's sad and beautiful. The Pliny part. This reminded me of Pliny. People are calling it math rock. Oh, it's so nice to hear the drum kit pulled back down into like a really raw sound. Recently, Sleep Token has been very hi-fi. It's been very highly produced, so the drums are always just really big and epic and boomy. A lot of the old school Sleep Token from 1 and 2, the EPs, the drums are just flat. They're just like a kit with like a mic, and it's like very, very intimate sounding drums. And we're back to that sound right here. That's what we're hearing right here. If the intimacy got lost, the other person would have seen him naked, I think. That's what I was saying. I think it was more of a metaphor. Like you never saw me naked, like you never wanted to see me naked. I think it was more metaphorical than to be taken literal. Maybe it was a relationship that he realized was done before it started because she never really cared enough. Yeah, exactly. You can do it with lights off. That's where it loses intimacy. Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. It's like lost intimacy, relationship that never had the intimacy, maybe. Armchair psychologist, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we're here to just dissect it, you know. They don't do interviews, so they don't reveal the true meanings behind any of the lyrics. So all we can do is make our own interpretations to it.
Either way, I was waiting for when all along it was you with the countdown kill switch, and it was me with the blindfolds on. I was trying my best, and that's the thing I tell.
That's the thing I tell the mirror.
I was in love with the thought that we were in love.
Oh man, this one is so sad. I was in love with the thought that we were in love with each other. Damn, this is sad.
Best, and that's the thing I tell the mirror. I was in love with the thought that we were in love with each other. What might be good for your heart might not be good for my head. What was there at the start might not be there in the end. Do you wanna hurt me?
We're not even halfway through this
Do
one.
you wanna hurt me? 'Cause nobody hurts me better.
Nobody hurts me better. Damn, this one's sad.
Do you wanna hurt me? Do you wanna hurt me? 'Cause nobody hurts me better.
Yeah, this is very prog. Math rock, art rock. Big atmosphere. Still 2 minutes left. There's some panning in the headphones. There's sound effects that are going back and forth. Some crushed electronic drums. Distortion.
Came in like a dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Yo, cigarette, I still
Okay.
cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around, I just wanna let you know. Came in like a dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Yo,
I wasn't expecting that turn.
I still cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around, I just wanna let you know. Came in like a dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Yo, cigarette, I still cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around, I just wanna let you
There's some
know.
like bells and chimes up top.
Put it down like a smoke.
There's a giant bed of reverb just all throughout.
Nothing's gonna save me from your memories. Nothing to lose, but I would have given anything to get closer to you and all your enemies. I've got a few of my own, and this throne didn't come with a gun, so
This
I
throne
got a
didn't come with a
different
gun.
energy. Still see you when the lights get low. Still hear you when I'm on my own.
Bro, this is fire.
Parasites in the nightmares calling my name like this one's for you and your problems. Your good day job, your bad karma. What are you afraid of? The same trauma. Show me what you're made of. 'Cause you talk about your concern.
Yeah, this is that abusive toxicity. Even though it's over now, I will always be reminded. Yeah. That all sounded like the relationship that we knew in the previous albums. I mean, everyone knows the previous 3 albums were a trilogy, and they were a trilogy about lost love, about heartbreak, about a toxic relationship gone bad. And it just sounds like there are things that still remind me of that, and I'm going to write a song about it. That's what it sounds like. This is the remnants, the leftovers of the trauma that we experienced before in the 3 albums, the trilogy before this. Could be as well, or a person with unresolved trauma that they refuse to work over. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's definitely trauma. It's definitely a fucked up relationship, man. The whole relationship described throughout the albums is one with a narcissist. Yeah. No, I think a lot of people think that. Yeah. Like everybody always says the line, like, who hurt this man? Like, who is this that fucked this dude up, man? You know? And you can tell he's still dealing with it. I think Euclid was the resolution. It was the resolution of the 3 albums. But it's like, yeah, I'm still living my day. I'm doing my thing. I might have great days. I might have emerged. I might have ascended. But there are still things that remind me of you, you know? And here I am telling you about it. That's what I think this was. All right, we're at the end, guys. This is the final track. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Thanks for staying in through the whole album. We don't do a whole lot of entire album listens on the stream, so this is a deep dive. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We have a reveal coming up after this, so don't leave now. We got to hear Infinite Baths, and then we have a reveal for the stream. So you can't leave after the song either. You got to wait for the reveal. So I'm excited to show you. Yes, I am. I can't wait. All right, Infinite Baths. A theme in the soundscape has been a lot of these crushed. They call it bit crushed. There's a VST in Ableton called Bit Crusher, where you just take a sound and, you know, like 64-bit, 128-bit or whatever, you just crush those bits down, and then it sounds like an old school, like Nintendo kind of sound that you would hear. And they've done it like 3 or 4 times here on this album. They're just crushing those bits down and getting this lo-fi distorted sound in the intros. We'll start it over. Oh, that's fine. There it goes. It was a delayed reaction.
When you plucked me from the grotto, sound like a supermodel. When I would wake in staccato, no lightning in a bottle, just one eye on the target.
This one's harder to interpret.
2 bricks on the throttle, I know now that even if I am frozen, timeless as a ghost in my nightmares of the ocean, the precipice I'm approaching. Well, you will empty the darkness, you will keep me in motion, I know now.
I'm having trouble interpreting this one.
Infinite baths, washing over me at last. Feel the method in my madness. Feel the glow
going back. Ooh, I like those drum sounds. Little like natural tribal drum kind of thing.
Even if I'm on my own, when the silence is deafening, I could be stuck here alone. When even my future is threatening, something is lifting the bones, something is dancing in a revelry, wider than oceans below, taller than titans.
I love those chords on the pads. It's hard to hear the vocals here. I feel like the guitars are too loud. We're only halfway in this one. Holy shit. A lot of piano. Is that water dripping in the background? Some like rock and roll guitar, blues? Whoa. This is progressive as hell. Another chord. This is so artistic. This is creative as fuck. What are all these sounds? There's so many cool sounds. Little woodblock echoing. There's strings as well, like distorted strings. Will you halt get some clips of me? Oh my god! I forgot about this end. Oh my god. We had the fucking guttural growl. This got evil as fuck, bro. This reminds me of Dream Theater. A big long outro. More piano coming back in, still really ethereal. Was it fade? Oh, they should have ended it different. There's some like, really distorted shit in the background too. What is that? There's a really, really distorted like pad or something in the background there that sounded like just like what you hear in like terror music, like terror horror genre, like the horror film. Just that like that really fucking distorted sound. That was wild, man. That was wild. I got to be honest, I lost track of the lyrics on that one. I started just jamming it because the lyrics were really confusing to me on that one. So I was just vibing that one out. That was twists and turns out the ass. Holy shit. We went the entire album without it getting super, super heavy. There were not a whole lot of super heavy parts. And then bam, they were like, you want a heavy part? Here's your motherfucking heavy part, bro. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that at the end. Holy moly. Whew. Woof. I lost my chat, guys. I realized chat is happening on the OBS screen, but it's not in my thing. So I got to pull up the Twitch chat. Honestly, it feels like she or whoever he's speaking of saved him from a really low depressive time. Yeah. I mean, there were definitely talks in the early albums about the love that he had for her. The Love You Want, one of the early tracks, was just purely a love song. You know, it was purely about, I have the love that you want. I have the love that you've been looking for, you know, almost like he's begging her. But obviously things got twisted and things went down a bad direction. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Discombobulating, exactly, Grawl. That's what I'm saying. I was not expecting that ending there the first time I heard it. I forgot about that damn, like, that screech, that, like, guttural growl sound. It's like something you hear out of some fucking, I don't even know the names of the genres of that, like the Will Ramos shit. What's his band, Will Ramos? I know he does a lot of Sleep Token covers, but I checked out his band and I saw the, like, all the YouTube shit of his growls and shit like that. I guess Vessels learned some of that throat growling, which is crazy. I love the disco and the Bob part. Disco Bob. I feel like this ending is him accepting what he is now and owning it. Yeah, those last couple of lines. Teeth of God, blood of man, I will be what I am. Yeah, for sure. I think with this album, there was a ton of pressure that they faced to make something that tops Take Me Back to Eden. Obviously, Take Me Back to Eden just sent them into the stratosphere. It brought them from a relatively unknown band, especially here in the U.S. They were not that big. And they just launched into the stratosphere, into fucking arena tours and shit, you know? And so I think there was a ton of pressure to, like, repeat that sound, to deliver on it, to give some similar tracks that we've heard from Take Me Back to Eden. And by the end of this, I think he's like, just fuck that, man. Like, you know, sometimes I'm not going to be on that type of game. Sometimes I'm going to want to do some like fucking epic music shit, some epic theatrical music. And I'm just going to be who I am. And you just got to take it for what it is, you know? So I love that for him. I love that for him. I know in like Caramel, he talked a lot about the pressures that he was facing and just the fan base that was just too much. The fan base that was taking things overboard and like doxing him and finding his real name and all that shit, you know? And he's like, bro, at the end of the day, you're going to have to let me do what I do. Like, I'm going to make my music. I'm going to do my thing. If you want to join me for the ride, that's great. But if you fucking hate it, then you're just going to have to hate it. And that's okay too, you know. This music is too important. It's too progressive. It's too innovative for everyone to love it. Everyone loves Drake. Everyone loves Adele, right? Everyone loves Ariana Grande. Those are artists that everybody's going to love because the music is so palatable. It's so predictable. Not in a bad way. Those are artists that I really like too, you know. I love Ariana Grande. They're bangers. They're definitely bangers, but it's not pushing any boundaries, right? This is true innovation that we see with this music. So I have a big reveal for you guys real quick here. I do have to leave soon, but here is the big reveal that I promise for you. Give me 1 second. I got to detangle myself, and I will come back with a little treat for you. Hang on. I'm like stuck. My fucking cables are stuck. One moment.
This empty town, I'm searching for the lost.
All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? This has been a long time coming. I almost got tangled in my freaking cables here. I didn't have the space and the time to do a full unboxing, but here's a little boxy box. Got a little package in the mail. Or a big package in the mail. I got an acoustic kit. I got an acoustic drum kit, boys and girls. Trying to get it in the frame. What the hell? There it is. There it is. There's that badge. Yeah. Fuck yeah. There's not enough room to show the whole kit, but there's the small tom. Yeah, the whole kit's in the other room right now. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've been looking for the past almost year, really. I've been doing a whole lot of research on what kit I wanted, and I found a fucking steal, man. I found a steal. So this kit goes for $1,100. I found it used. It was like a showroom kit for $500, like less than half price of the new version of it. But it's basically new. It looks pristine. It looks absolutely pristine. So I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for this. I don't know. It's gonna be some time before I can do it on stream, because I mean, you got to have mics set up and you got to have a mixer. It's like a whole big deal, you know. That's what's cool about the electric kit, is you just plug it in and you go. The sounds are just, it's in the computer, you know. So it's gonna be a while before I get it set up. But yeah, I am pumped, man. I am pumped. Was it someone's short-term hobby? It was a showroom kit. So like this music kind of distracts me. I gotta turn it down. It was a showroom kit. So when they have like clinics, like drum clinics, and they want to show off like new gear and stuff like that, they'll just like set up a kit for, it's just a visual, like at a convention kind of thing. And they'll set up kits at like drum conventions and drum clinics. And it's just there for people to like look at it, to go demo on the booth, you know. But I looked at the drum heads and they are clean. There is not a single stick mark on these drum heads. I don't know if I can get it in the light, but it is clean as hell. I didn't see one stick mark on the entire kit. So it's basically new. It's basically brand new. I got a steal on it, man. I didn't want to pay fucking over $1,000. I didn't want to pay a shitload of money for a new kit. So I just kept looking and looking and looking to see if I could snag one. And we got a deal on it. So yeah, coming soon. I want to get to the point where we can do a stream with it, but I still have a lot more equipment to buy in terms of the microphones and all that. I got to get a new laptop for the stream, but we'll get there, man. We'll get there. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Shadow Tech. Thank you, Charlotte. Thanks, Grawl. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Well, that is it for me. I'm done with the stream, guys. I'm gonna go have some dinner with the wifey. Go hang out for the evening, and we'll be back next week with some drum streams. It'll be on the electric kit for now, but we'll get to the point where we get the acoustic going. I gotta find a practice space for it. Gotta get a new laptop. I gotta get some microphones. It's a whole thing. It's a whole process. But it was great to see you all. Thanks for tuning in. Shadow Tech, Charlotte Quest, Grawl, Phoenix was in here earlier as well. And for all the lurkers too, even if you're not in the chat, I know you're hanging out, and hope you're enjoying yourself. So appreciate all of you. Hope you enjoyed the new Sleep Token album. Yeah, go jam that shit, man. Go jam the new Sleep Token. They're at the top of the charts right now. It's an exciting time. Exciting time to be a fan. But that's all for now. Y'all stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Peace out, skis boys and girls.